Hi guys, this is Mickey, and many of you have probably never seen me before or been here before. Thanks for coming, and if you are watching this, you're probably here for the Christmas in July hop. I want to do a huge shout out to MAYMAY for inviting me to be a part of this. For a little bit about me, I am kind of on the design team for Tamara at Country Crafts Creations in Hooper. And I've been asked to be a guest design team member by Deb at Gone Artsy. I'll have links below to their stores. But what I'm here for is to promote Christmas in July. And what we're doing is basically making cards for one of two charities. The first one is for the kids in hospitals, and the other one are cards for our troops. If you've ever done that or seen it before, when you make a card for the troop, it has to meet several requirements. One of which is it has to fit in a standard envelope, so it has to be flat. It cannot have anything shiny or reflective, and it has to go standard mail, so it has to be like a one-stamp deal. Now that means basically that they're going to be kind of simple, but it doesn't mean they have to be just like a stamped image. They can have a little bit of depth to them. The other one is for the children, and what they're asking for the children is any type of card, because I guess the children like giving cards as much as getting them. And they're also asking that you can put together a card kit. If you mail the card or the card kit to the address below, then you get entered into a drawing. As of right now, I don't have a full list of all the sponsors, but I know that Cricut is on board and that Cricut is donating at least one machine to the hospital that the cards are going to. So knowing MAYMAY and George and the guys and Melody Lane and everybody, I'm sure there are going to be tons of really great prizes. And you get one entry for every card or card kit. Now, knowing me, I decided to combine the two. What I'm doing, and what I'm hoping I can encourage you to do, is to make a dozen cards, and to do it in such a way that you can send either the cards or the card kits. I set it up so that it would be a great project for those of you who have kids at home right now and you need something to do when it rains, or something you and let's say a whole 4-H group can sit down and do in an afternoon. The card I'm making is fairly easy, comes together really quick, and you can make a dozen of these with 8 pieces of white cardstock, 2 pieces of blue cardstock, and 1 piece of green cardstock. Okay? This is the finished card. It's I went ahead and I ran them through my computer and I printed off a sentiment and an image on the other side. And you can go ahead and color in the image or print a pre-colored image. It really doesn't matter. But if you have this set up and then you have the other stuff set up, the kids can cut it or you can cut it and do it. You don't need a cutting machine to do this. As you can see, most of the shapes are very simple. Okay? The card kit that I'm sending, or what you will need if you decide to do this, I will have, if you go to my blog, and I'll have the link for the blog posted below, I will have measurements and shapes and items that you need to do this. But again, it's basically just a piece of cardstock, 3 different shaped circles, a hat. I did cut it with my Pazzles, but it could be as simple as a black square and a black strip. A piece of blue cardstock. Any shade of blue will work. I used a light blue. I ran it through an embossing machine for some snowflakes and I inked it, but again, not necessary. 2 different size squares of green paper for the tree, and 1 more square of white for the snow. I will have, and I used a piece of ribbon. I will be sending kits and cards in to the charities, and I hope you will go ahead and make some as well. If you go to my blog, there will be complete directions on how to cut, and prep the kit or to make the card and send it in. I will post below links to all the stores and to the rest of the videos in the hop. And I'm hoping that at least 10% of those who actually see this video go ahead and make a dozen cards. I can send in 2 dozen cards, but that's not a lot. But if I can get 10 people to make a dozen cards, then it starts to add up. Thanks, guys.